One of DC's hottest new restaurants is now open in Georgetown. Ox and Olive is an American steakhouse offering an intimate experience along a cobblestone street in Georgetown. And here to give us a preview and taste of their cuisine are Andrew Elder and Chef Ken Robinson. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. You're doing something I love, just putting a little drink together. Thanks for being here.
Have a good party starts with a cocktail,
I
right?
love that. I love that. Actually, what are you making here?
So, Ox and Olive, steakhouse and martini bar. We put the same amount of craft and care into the food items that we do our cocktail program as well. So we're just going to start with what we call the Ox and Olive martini.
Oh.
So we take Belvedere vodka, we infuse that with olive oil and thyme.
Wow.
Kind of a fat washing process, very popular with whiskey, but we're putting it in vodka here.
Uh-huh.
Finishing it then with a little bit of lemon just for the aroma.
Yes.
And then we have some more of that olive oil on top.
I've never heard of doing that before.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, and such cute glasses. But tell us more about Ox and Olive. You guys are brand new.
Yep, so this is day 13, I think, of welcoming guests into the space. We are 3201 Cherry Hill Lane, so in Georgetown, prime real estate down the alley, cobblestone. Kind of has this gothic, baroque, medieval feel to it.
Love that.
Lots of dried petrified wood,
So
and
that's
the
the
candelabras.
Okay.
Dark and sexy vibe,
Oh, love
velvet
that.
curtains.
Oh,
very,
all right.
very,
Cobblestone
very
right outside.
Exactly.
All right, and
yeah.
then the cuisine. I'm going to ask what you specialize in, but I see this right here. Tell us about that.
Yeah, our motto is eat more beef, I think, and
Okay.
Chef Ryan is very happy with that. And so we have an incredibly well-curated steak program, as well as some really tasty bites that Chef Ken here is going to start working on to show you. So the section of the menu, it's called Small and Tasty. So we take all the trim, essentially, from the steaks, from fabricating all the meats and things. We don't want to waste it. So we take the fat and the beef tallow and we fortify that into the butter that we put on the bread.
Got it.
Or we take the bones from breaking down the meat and make that our cork presenters.
Wow.
We take the trim again from the steaks and we make steak tartare, of course. But Chef Ryan is from Cleveland, Ohio, just outside.
Okay.
He loves hot dogs.
Oh.
So all
Don't we
beef
all?
franks.
Yeah.
We actually make a mini beef brisket hot dog with all of the trim from the steaks as well. And so it's 100% use,
so
no
good.
waste on the products
Okay.
that we're getting. Yeah.
So is this like an appetizer or something that someone can order?
Yeah, it
the
comes
hot dogs?
2 to an order. So if you're really hungry, you get one. Or if you're, on a date night, you can share one platter. You don't have to fight over it.
Right.
They're all individual bites, maybe about 3 to 4 bites total. And then we move into a progressive side of the menu where there are some more composed salads. We have some sides to go along with the large format steaks, as well as some smaller individual cuts of steak.
Wow. So this tray, is this something that comes to the table when you're selecting your type of beef?
Yeah, so we have
that.
a really fun title for our service team that are working with this tray every night called the Beef Somm.
Love that.
So there's wine somms and cigar
Yes.
somms, but not a lot of beef somms out
No.
there. So
Yeah.
we have this beautiful ornate silver tray that has the highlighted cuts of the evening. You can see on the menu there, this card changes every night because we're not getting bulk size of cattle. We're getting the individual small farm-raised, family-owned pieces. And so we're telling the story of the meat, and then the guests get to enjoy it and kind of pick it off the tray.
Oh, that's so fancy.
Yeah.
I just love a good vibe like that. All right, what is Chef finishing off here?
We're finishing off our beef hot dogs. So as Andrew mentioned, we take the trim from all of our very special steaks that we have, and instead of wasting them, we turn them into hot dogs.
You waste
So
nothing.
Waste
It's
not,
a-
want not.
Yeah, there you go.
so it's a very special hot dog that you really can't get anywhere else.
So
And
we
I
take-
understand you have beef you can't get anywhere else.
Exactly. So we're working, as I mentioned, with a lot of the smaller family-owned producers that Chef Ryan and our culinary director team have formed lifelong friendships with, essentially. One of the purveyors we're using is actually a childhood friend of Chef Ryan. We have some ones in upstate New York that don't typically sell outside of New York. Same thing with Tennessee.
You can only get it where you guys are.
Only get
All
it at
right.
Ox and Olive,
I
yes.
love that. Thank you so much for being here. Everything looks
Absolutely.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, you can find Ox and Olive in Georgetown, open daily for dinner, and you can follow them on Instagram at oxandolive.dc.